Why is the FBI protecting the greatest pederast, the largest scale pederast in human history?
Simple, because of who's on that list. You don't think that Bill Gates is lobbying Congress night and day to prevent the disclosure of that list? I don't care about the list itself, but he released the names, right?
And I've said it, Dan Bongino said it, we've reviewed all the information, and the American public is going to get as much as we can release. He killed himself. Do you think, let's play out the logical conclusion of this. Do you think that myself, Bongino, and others would participate in hiding information about Epstein's grotesque activities? Or do you think we would also participate in not prosecuting people we had evidence to prosecute people on?
You said Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide. People don't believe it.
Well, I mean, listen, they have a right to their opinion, but as someone who has worked as a public defender, as a prosecutor, who's been in that prison system, who's been in the Metropolitan Detention Center, who's been in segregated housing, you know a suicide when you see one, and that's what that was.
He killed himself. You want me to? I've seen the whole file. He killed himself.
Now you notice the change in the tone. So there's a lot of people in the MAGA community that are upset with the Trump administration right now.
What happened to the Epstein client list that the Attorney General said she had on her desk?
Well, I think if you go back and look at what the Attorney General said in that interview, which was on your network on Fox News.
Got the quote.
Go ahead.
John Roberts said, DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen? And she said, it's sitting on my desk right now to review.
Yes, she was saying the entirety of all of the paperwork, all of the paper in relation to Jeffrey Epstein's crimes. That's what the Attorney General was referring to, and I'll let...
The way out of here, and to avoid, more rupture at the Justice Department and more rupture for the FBI, is a special... That's why I said it at first. Yes, you can have Dan Bongino resign or Pam Bondi resign and do all this, but what you're going to have is turmoil. What we want to do immediately, I think, is not upend FBI and DOJ. We need to get to the bottom of Epstein, because Epstein is the key that picks the lock.
Like, if people were already mad at him about the whole getting involved in the Iran-Israel conflict. Now they're like, hey, look, these promises that you made when you were running for president are being broken left and right. A lot of people in the MAGA community are feeling like there's a bait and switch going on. Like, Trump said a whole lot of things to get elected, and once he got elected, things are changing. Let's just say, say they're going to do one thing, and then end up the whole time they intended on not even doing that, but they